We are all familiar with the city of Pittsburgh, but I'll bet there's a lot more we can learn. We will hear about different facts, one for each letter of the alphabet. The aviary in Pittsburgh is the country's largest aviary and the only one accorded honorary national status by the United States Congress. The aviary is home to over 600 birds representing more than 200 species. Known as the City of Bridges, Pittsburgh boasts 446 bridges, more than any other city in the world, including Venice, which is in Italy. The Big Mac was first introduced in 1967 by Jim Delegati, a McDonald's franchise owner in Uniontown, PA. A year later, it became a staple of McDonald's menus nationwide, and at the time, the burger cost only 45 cents. The first bingo game was in the early 1920s. Hugh J. Ward first came up with the concept of bingo in Pittsburgh and began running the game at carnivals in the early 1920s, taking it nationwide in 1924. The Cathedral Learning is located on the campus of the University of Pittsburgh, and it serves as the centerpiece of the university's main campus in the Oakland neighborhood of Pittsburgh. It is 535 feet tall with 42 stories. It is the second tallest university building in the world. Many college students enjoy taking classes inside the building. The Clark Bar is a candy bar consisting of a crispy peanut butter and taffy core, originally with a caramel center and coated in milk chocolate. It was the first American combination candy to achieve nationwide success and is now similar to the Butterfinger. The Clark Bar was made and introduced in 1917 by David L. Clark and was popular during and after both the World Wars. At the Carnegie Museum, the world's first T-Rex skeleton is on display. Many of you, I'm sure, have traveled and had a meal at Eaton Park, which first launched on June 5th, 1949, when Larry Hatch and Bill Peters opened a 13-stall drive-in restaurant on Sawmill Run Boulevard in the South Hills neighborhood of Pittsburgh. They used to be supervisors at a different restaurant in Pittsburgh, but wanted to create their own restaurant with a drive-in feel. The first Ferris wheel was designed by George W. Ferris, a bridge builder from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He built it for the 1893 World's Fair held in Chicago to commemorate the 400th anniversary of Columbus's landing in America. The Gateway Clipper, founded by John E. Conley, is a Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania-based fleet of riverboats. The boats cruise the three rivers of Pittsburgh, the Monongahela, Allegheny, and Ohio. The fleet is named after the city of Pittsburgh, which in early times was known as the Gateway to the West. In 1920, 80% of the world's glass was made in Pittsburgh. The H.J. Heinz Company is an American food processing company headquartered at 1 PPG Place in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The company was founded by Henry J. Heinz in 1869. Heinz manufactures thousands of food products on 6 different continents. When he first began, he packaged small-scale items in Sharpsburg, Pennsylvania, along with a friend, Clarence Noble, and their first thing they made was actually horseradish. The incline, originally steam-powered, was built to carry cargo up and down Mount Washington in the late 19th century. It later carried passengers, particularly Mount Washington residents, who were tired of walking up footpaths to the top. The Jeep was created before World War II for military to have a fast and light vehicle that could drive over any type of land. The first model was invented, developed, and produced in Butler, PA, which is a little outside of Pittsburgh. Kennywood is an amusement park located in West Mifflin, just southeast of Pittsburgh. The park first opened on May 30th, 1899 as a trolley park attraction. The park includes a new roller coaster called Steel Curtain, which has the tallest inversion, which means flip, in the world and the most inversions in the United States. Kennywood is also home to their signature Potato Patch fresh cut fries, which you can choose a variety of toppings to enjoy. The expedition of Lewis and Clark officially began in Pittsburgh. On August 31st, 1803, Meriwether Lewis launched his then 50-foot boat about 100 yards downriver from where the David L. Lawrence Convention Center now sits. Hopefully some of these facts were new information that you can remember next time you visit downtown Pittsburgh. Our next video will include the rest of the letters of the alphabet.